Okay, I'm not going to type. We're going to see if that helps. We'll see how many people come back in. It's like I had 27 people. It's like, we'll see. I'm still waiting for the notification over on my tablet. Okay. I'm not typing a thing. People want something, I will just read the chat. The link is on the front of the entry for the block. Yeah. But the block I'm going to make today, it was 1941. It's an arrowhead block. And this Anita somebody, but it was published in a magazine, Quilt Maker, in 2011. There is a free pattern. They said they don't know how long it's going to be free. Hi, Kathy. But as soon as I freeze, just let me know, people. Let me know. Yeah, 1941 arrowhead block. Yeah, every time I typed before, it shut it down. So there's no typing today. Doesn't matter. Thank you, Terry. It's like some of the glitches we go to. And didn't mean to have Terry work today. But it is a good scrap buster. It takes two 10-inch squares, a dark and a light. I have them on board. I'm going to go back down here. You can still see D right there in the corner. Here, I'll move her up just a little so her head isn't chopped off. There. There's baby D. Yeah, they can all see you. But it says in the instructions, they even said, if you press them together, is the best, and then make your 8-inch block. So I'm going to trim around and do as the pattern says. She'll probably still get fussy. It's just, she's had her nap. Because it could be, her normal routine. Yeah. And she's talking a lot today. She just got through having her yogurt for lunch. She likes her yogurt and her peanut butter. We're very happy to hear that. But yeah, I looked at the pattern several times before I even thought. Denise suggested this block. Hi, Sherry. It's like, hi, Gladys. My screen's down enough I can't see who's coming in, but welcome, everybody. But it's like, gotta grab my marking pin because there's 2 marks you make. And in the pattern, see, step 1 is about the block. Step 2 is making the block. And you come up 2 inches in a corner and you put a mark. I'm using orange on purple. And then you go down 2 inches in the opposite corner. Put this at a mark. I put my marks. So I marked down 2 inches and up 2 inches. Now I will sew from this line down to this corner, over to this corner, off I go. And then this one, you sew from here down to the corner, off the corner, and then the cutting begins. Put the rotary cutter back up out of D's range. Always got to play safe. I wish it would just come up and say it's on here. But it never does. And they suggest back tacking. I back tacked. I did back tack. I go 2 stitches forward, 2 stitches back. I sew off the end, reposition, and then I went and back tacked. I'd rather reinforce. Now I will sew clear off the end. But I'm going to back tack again. And I did make a sample last night before I started. Hi, Joan. Now I have to start at my mark again, which is 2 inches in from the outside edge of your fabric. When you make the bigger blocks, you can count from the stitch line, because you can make this in a bigger block. I'm making it all original, just the way the pattern says. I back tack just because. Now I will sew all the way off. Now, the trimming is an easy one to remember because you trim from the sewed corners. There's only 2 corners that have stitches completely around it. This one and this one. These are where you're going to trim. You're going to trim from this sewed intersection to this sewed intersection. So let me grab a different ruler for that one. I wish it would just hurry up and bring up my live 3. It's only bringing up take 2. And I'm going to just do a diagonal stitch through the intersection of the 2 sewed corners. Then they say also put these together, line up your pieces, line them up so one's on top of the other. And now I'm going to cut 2 inches here and a 2 inch here without disturbing the block. And it's from the outside edge of the material, over 2 inches. I'm going to double check, make sure it cut through. And then I'm going to turn this, cut 2 inches. And I would say now just about half of our sewing is done. Because now I'll grab the purple board so you can see it better. Denise made it. Denise, like I said, Denise is the one that sent this suggestion through the comments. If you ever have something that you think you want to see, go ahead and send it. So now you open up all your pieces. Press to the dark side. Yeah, as she says. Like I said, she's very vocal today. Yeah? What? Yeah? What? You tell what? Yeah. Did I do something wrong? Did I? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? And the other thing I have to show you, it's like, we did get the pillow done. That was the one that she was chewing on. I'll show it again in a minute. Because she'll get her time. Yeah, I don't know what this howling is, but it is cute. Hang it in this ruler so I don't melt it with my iron. So I'm going to press these open real fast. You'll have 2 of that direction. You'll have 2 of everything. Yeah, she's going to become more vocal as I go. So we will just live with it. Hi, Gayla. It's like, hi, Carrie. Yeah, she's excited about something. I don't know what. But it's like, so, and you have 2 yellow triangles and my 2 purple print triangles. So the first thing you make is your 4 patch. It's half sewed already. And then you know when you have it in the right spot is your print go opposite each other. That's how you know you have it on the right part of the 4 patch when you go to sew it. And then because of the print here of the purple, then you'll put this there. This goes between the yellows, the purple, and then you sew your 4 patch together, and then these pieces onto the 4 patch. Then you'll sew these 2 onto these 2, sew your block together. I can't pull a magic one out of the, see, yeah. Yes, Delaney wants her time. So I'm going to pick these up, move this, drop this over here. She just woke up from her nap, but that doesn't mean anything, right? Because her schedule says, hi, Kenneth. Come here. Come on. You can come over here. I should have put the laptop up first. There. Just her. Yeah, there. Are you feeling better? Don't look at the orange socks. I'll have to put the orange socks behind the TV or the computer. Yeah, right up there. These are Grandma's blocks. Hi, Janice. I'm doing the Anita's arrowhead block. I can't post a link because if I do, for some reason, when I typed It cut me off. That's why there's take 3. Terry did share it a little bit ago, but it is on the YouTube. Yeah, are we going to sew now? You ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, what happened? Oh, what was that? Let's see if I can find the mouse and I can make the chat bigger so I can read it. Thank you, Terry. You got a sweet Auntie Terry out there. Yeah. Oops, that was too big. There. Gladys has done that pattern. Yeah. It's a great scrap buster. Because you just need a dark and light 8 by 8 square. And so, like my puzzle here, everything's all thrown out. All I have to do is line up the purple on one of them. It's like I will not get too carried away. Yeah, here it goes. Ready? Hi, Maureen. Yeah, Joan. It's like we're always finding something new. Denise was out there searching. She found it, and she thought it would be a great one to have. And I agree. It is a good one. So I'm going to finger press this. And Maureen says, hi, Delaney. Auntie Terry said, hi, Dee. So if I did this one and this one, I need, not that one. I need this one and this one. If you guys ever find a block that you think is very interesting, send it to me. Put it in the comments, the name. I'm not afraid to do it. Okay, let's get up here. There we go. Ready? Here we go. You gonna have your hand on there too? You like the dancing fools block? As long as it's not like that frog block. Because it's like, we can have a bunch of quilts just from whatever. So now that I know I need this one and this one, these two will go with my other. So now I will take the opposite triangle and put it over on the corner. Oh, yes. Am I too slow for you? Here you go. Don't bite me because I'm slow. Yeah, I don't even know how it ever got the title frog. I really don't. But okay, now we got to take this one because they're opposite each other. But half the sewing was done before I did the trim. Okay, ready? Are you ready? There we go. Ready, set. Okay, bite my hand again. You can until you get teeth. It's like until she gets teeth. Hi, Mary Webb. Her, she's definitely getting stronger. But this would be a good scrap buster. The pattern says fat quarters. To me, fat quarters would be wasting my fabric, because when you're all done cutting 8 and 8 is 16, you're going to have a 4-inch with it, a 4 by whatever, unless you use it for the border. Yeah, this teething. I don't know who gets wetter, her or me. But she definitely, nothing through yet, but this teething is for the birds. My shirt's wet, my hand gets wet, every part gets wet. But I want to get at least one of the 2 blocks sewed together. Because see, here's the first intersection. And then I'm going to press open the triangle. It's like, hello, June. Everybody's saying hi's. Mary, Randy. I mean, everybody's out there. See, it's almost a triangle. It's irregular because of the sewing. Now I need to finagle her up here. Make sure the mouse and the phone and everything's out of the way. But you can either nest them with pins, and that's something Randy's still learning, is you nest the seams. When you nest them, but if you have it folded right, the nesting just takes place really easy. This one's a long this one's a long sew, so you have to be patient there, young lady. Gotta put your hand back down here. Yeah, just bite on my hand again. And nest in the middle. Then I stop and I re-nest the next one. Stop at that intersection because I'm one-handed. Stream is slow down. So am I froze? Or is it still producing? That's where I wish it'd notify me on my other one. I'm okay now? Okay. I glitch. Thanks, Darlene. I glitch. So I have one more section to finger press and get sewed, and then we can put the whole block together. Because my furnace kicked off, total silence. The ice maker's not running. The only thing is my hand being mauled by a little one. Cheryl's back. So we'll get this one trimmed off. See if we can get this one pressed open. No, you're not sucking on this one. I'm sewing it. But I love you anyway. Yeah. Okay, now we're going to put that over there. So here's part of it. Now I just got to get this other one off here. This one's mine. When I get the block done, you can have it. All my blocks will be bump, 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 bump. Bump. That's right. Bump, bump. Okay, let me get this. Guess I'm going to have to move to a better town for better internet. Okay, right there. Start sewing. Just got to watch. I set my seam. I only go to the first intersection. Yep, you holding my hand so I don't overdo. Okay. Yep. Her starch got so bad I had to wash the pillow. Yes, ma'am. You have to wait, I said. Yeah, it's too starchy. Yeah, it changed the fabric color. My white wasn't white anymore. Let me get the spray bottle, spritz it. Yeah, she is busy. What was that? You want that? Yeah, you'll want to spray, and believe me. And it won't be the fabric. I can just see it, even with a Lonnie. Spray bottles are for spraying people, right? Well, they can spray these. These are only misters. They don't spray out that far. So here's the block. Now it just needs trimmed down to 9 by 9. And we thought it was kind of unusual last night. You take 2 8x8s and make it into a 9 by 9. But that's block 1. And here's block 2. Because I had to experiment last night. So you can grab a whole bunch of your 8x8 fabrics As long as you got dark and light. They don't have to match. They don't have to be. Make the scrappiest quilt out there. I'm going to go ahead and try to get the other one. Sew the other one together. Okay, we got to turn you around because they want to see you still. There's the Baba. There's that. Because you still get. Of course, I use purple in both. Uh-oh. What? What? Here's your teaser. I call that a wet noodle. But we do have at least a date on the year this block was created, 1941, before my time. It was right after my mom was born. Get all the finger pressing going. There's several YouTubes out there. There's one that's by, see, I already forgot the name there too. Last night after I made my block, I decided I would go look and see how many YouTubes there was out there. There's a few. They just make the block. So first I have to make the 4-patch. Get my presser foot back over here. What? Is your problem? What? You still gonna take your nap? Is that what you want to do? Still take your nap? Yeah? Well, talk to us. We're all listening. Yeah, they're all listening. You can teach Randall partner, and then you sew on the first two that they're opposite. You could, if you want, if you're off a little, I'm leaving it. Trim. Oh, thanks, Denise. You knew to make it look easy. It's been on your butt years. On PBS. Because it's like, I know everybody said it's been around, but it's like a person doesn't know where to go look. It's like, and it falls right in with the Hunter Star, the Stellar's Magic, taking a square and cutting it up and coming out with. But I like how it's half sewed when we go to put it together. The baby goat had dirty feet during mail opening. Okay, now I just have these two sit where the yellow goes on the purple side. I'm going to chain sew these ones because it does go a little bit faster. Saves a little bit of thread. Not much, but a little. And Carrie told me to make it out of my salesman samples behind me, the dark and the lights. So I might do that. I have those fat quarters I don't know what to do with, but I don't have anything. I'd have to do definite off-white gray something with them. Because there isn't a dark and a light in that fat quarter bundle. I wish there was. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use the orange in the whatever quilt I make from it. The orange fat quarter might end up in the Halloween stuff. You got it? You got it? Okay. Press to the dark side. You're fine. You're fine. What? 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 You want picked up again, huh? I think she does want to go back to sleep. What? Yeah? Are you mad at me? Yeah? Okay. Okay. I will hold you and you can go back to sleep. Okay? Randy's not answering how the goat's doing. She was in the mail opening this morning with that big old knife thingy that he had. It looked like a chisel of some sort. Yeah, if you want to go back to sleep, go back to sleep. Tonight I have to fry some chicken, some dumplings, and some potatoes, and some green beans. And you're going to eat the green beans. You're going to have mashed potatoes. And you're going to have some chicken. Mama's going to try you on the dumpling, but she thinks it might be too dry. Yeah, you're going to have all that tonight. Are you happy for that? Are you? Is that what you want? All that food? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, and he said it was so dull, then I seen him sit it down and rip the package open. I asked Randy if he had a deadline for us to send him blocks. Because you can't wait forever. It's like, at least I can't. It's like, wipe your nose all over me. Yep. We all wash. Yep, we all wash. Yeah, it is going to be yummy. Because my son, because of his dad, doesn't like boiled chicken either. So we have fried chicken, and then I save the chicken scratch, the stuff in the pan, and I make a chicken gravy, an old the country milk chicken gravy. Because I'm going to make something. I want to eat. You're lucky you might burn it. Well, the chicken breasts are kind of, they're always too thick and big. So I take and I pound the chicken to where it's all about the same thickness. That way it pan fries a lot nicer rather than flipping over this side, this edge. It's like we roll chicken legs. What? Oh, you're so pitiful. Yes, you are. You're so pitiful. Okay, what's Denise say? Oh, I didn't realize that the directions are still downloadable. Yes, they are. they said they don't know how long they're going to be downloadable. And so it's in it's in take number 1. We don't know how long it's going to be downloadable. But I saved it up in my laptop, but I already printed it, as you can see. Honey gets a lot of burnt offerings. Okay. As soon as I would start cooking chicken, my dogs would both be there. So there's going to be one piece with little bit of salt and pepper, not much. I asked her mama if I should cut out the salt, and she says, "Oh, I haven't been. Just don't over salt." What? You want to turn back around and go to sleep? Or are you going to play? Oh, you're going to play? Okay, you play. I got it. Whoops. I almost had it. No, you don't. Oh, yes. What? Here's your book. Makes you happy a bit. I don't know what thing is biting my hand. You're just a wiggle worm. You're just getting to be a wiggle worm. We need a bouncer in the corner. I don't think that hook up there would hold you. Yeah, I don't think the hook would hold you. I didn't see if anybody else on there. The one I checked didn't offer the pattern link. And it was 2 years ago, that gal, I think. And this pattern came out in Quilt Maker magazine in 2011. I like the older blocks. It's what grandmas used to make. And we're all becoming grandmas and great grandmas. What? What are you looking at? I don't know what's up behind me. Yes, I know. You're tired. I got the second one sewed finally. Yeah, I got the second one sewed. Yeah. I did. I finally got it sewed. You make it sound like I'm hurting. It's like the little one's having her normal. This is her normal time of falling asleep. Yeah. And then, yeah, well, go to sleep. See, right there. You're out. You're still on. But This made block number 2. And they will nest together if you just turn them a quarter turn. See how that's how you nest them back together, the darks and the lights. I was hoping to get them both pressed and trimmed, but I have a little rebellion here. But I'm not going to sew these together. I'm going to rumble up some more 8x8 squares of different fabric over there on that shelf and work on making a scrappy quilt. Should we make one for outside? But I'm just going to work on it until who knows how long. Yeah, they're not a very hard block to make. It says easy. The instructions say, see, this is where the instructions aren't clear. So I read through it first. Because step 1, what says materials needed: assorted prints and tone, 21 fat quarters for blocks. A fat quarter is 18 by 21. And then there's multicolor stripe, that's her binding. 3 5/8 yards backing. And batting was 59 by 68. Spray starch. The quilt maker staff was intrigued by the simplicity of Anita's construction of the traditional arrowhead block. Each block is made from just 2 squares and 3 cuts. And then it says, turn to page 20 of the magazine. You got an 18-inch square going. My Hunter Star has 2 rows to go. Yesterday when she left, I was so tired because I didn't sleep well the night before. Time for you to pick up the kids? Okay, you'll be listening? Okay. Glad you suggested the pattern. But it says, precise cutting, accurate quarter-inch seams are a key to producing best results. Making the blocks with right sides together, pair contrasting A and A's, and trim to 8x8. It's like, it doesn't even tell you that the 8x8s are A. So figure that's A. Yeah. Assorted fruit and tones. You need 84 A squares. 8.5 by 8.5 is what they said. Mine are made from 8x8s. Because some of my fat quarters, I can't even. So what is my block going to trim up to? Because I'm going to continue with the 8x8s. My block will trim to log cabin with different things inside. Mine's going to trim to 9 by 9. So I don't know what we need 8.5 by 8.5 for. Yeah, because we have different compromising things. One place it says 8.5 inch. Another place says match your pair 2 contrasting and trim to 8.5, 8 by 8. So the pattern's has got a few disagreements in it. Yep. This is, yeah. You're going to show everybody you got a big yawn. Yeah, you're going to show everybody you got a big yawn. Hi, Sue. Been watching while cutting my squares. What do you usually use for your backing? I buy a wide backing. I just go to Marshall Dry Goods. I'd rather have no seam. And his fabric has been so, Marshall's is, I love their fabric. On one quilt, I took my fat quarters and I did, what was it, 18 by 18 square. And I did the diagonal cut fat quarter shop, did a quilt out of the big fat quarters. I just sewed them all together, and that's the back of a quilt. So I have a quilt on front and a quilt on the back. But I like mine to have something pretty on the back because I make them reversible that way. But I just use wide backing. Save my time. But yeah, this fat quarter bundle I have to use up, I wouldn't put as just a backing, I don't think. Because it's got some different weave to it. But it's like, this block was like I said, it's a very easy block. But it's the more I read this pattern, I just going to keep writing in the thing. I'm not going to cut twice. If I only need an 8 by 8 square, why am I going to cut an 8.5 and then layer 2 on top of each other and cut another, make it down to 8 inches? If you want to do the extra trimming, if your wrists are that good, we'll go for that. But in the meantime, because this is definitely fits in the 9 by 9. Marshall Dry Goods, it's an online or place. And I got the backing for this one. And then I have a backing for another one. Trying to grab it. This one here is all in the light tan brown because I needed masculine. This was $32 for a 3-yard piece. And that quilt on the wall, the 100 star, is 96 by 96. So I'll still have scraps of it left over. Terry shops at Marshall Dry Goods. And then this one here that I showed the other day that I purchased. Trying to get it to where you got a good color. It's just a beautiful fabric. This one here is sold out. And everybody says, quit showing me that one. Yeah. It's a lot of yardage. Because it's like, and you can buy it in 1 yard. You don't have to buy 3 yards. You hand dye sheets? Well, if they're 100% cotton, some of these sheets aren't that. It's like I have some flat sheets from the hotel that are just, oh, I love the cotton that's in them. But I use them for the back of the pillow. You're still fighting your sleep. She's not sleeping yet, but she's fighting it. But they had this fabric in yellow, mint green, and something else. $7.99 a yard. And it's by Benartex. I love just the feel of this fabric. And then I don't buy the 3-yard pre-cuts. They're exactly 3 yards. If you buy the 3-yard yardage in 108s, I got like 15 inches extra. It's like, it, it's just amazing. I got 15 of this, and I think I got over almost 2 feet extra of the brown. So I will measure it before I send that quilt off next week. Because if I don't need to send that extra, I'm not sending that extra. Shipping's expensive enough as it is. But I will trim this down to have what they require. I'll probably send them the 108 by 108. Keep the other part at home because I've used it as binding, backing. One piece of material I bought twice, and I had enough to sew it together and put another quilt. And I've take the 1 yard, the 3 yard. If I want a little bit more pizzazz in it, I take and cut it, and I'll sew a row of blocks across the back, just so the backing's not so plain. I don't put them in the middle. I don't put them at a certain place on the top. Wherever they come out in the quilt, they come out in the quilt. Yeah, just sleep. Just sleep. Just sleep, baby. Just sleep. She didn't want to sit on my lap and sleep, I guess. Yeah. It's like, if you get solid whites and colors, by Gladys, are they $8.99 a yard for the wide back? So let's say if you go there, Marshall's also has jelly rolls. They're $17.99 a piece. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. And see, I didn't even know they had jelly rolls till they sent that email that one day. Because I never looked. What, Randy? Count? Yeah. But like I was figuring, 3 times 9 is 27. And if you divide that by 9, that's not much a yard. It's not, the yardage is not that much. But I'm getting quite a collection of leftover pieces. I'll probably use a couple of them up in. At, I think the most expensive I think I seen was $12.99. But they even have minky. This was, I think I paid $10.99 for this beautiful one. And this one was $10.99. Most of mine that I pick are $10.99. But they have so many to choose from. There's some I just want to buy. Yeah. But it's like, it's great quality. But buy what you need. The background on the Hunter Star is from Marshall's. It's called Sprinkles. It's white on natural. I have purchased it 3 times now. But I won't order the bolt. Oh, okay. That's okay, Terry. We'll just say it's under $3 a yard. but I forgot. Swirling spirals, I think is what this one's called. And then we went over and looked at, I Googled it, and it's in another quilt shop for ridiculous. The yardage was $13.99 for the 45 when I Googled this fabric. It's like, no. I says, I got 108s for less than that. So I'll go buy the other fabric. I'll buy from Marshall's. I've tried it. I haven't got anything I don't like. I've got the black. I'm not a solid person, but they do have solid white backing. They have white on white, so white backing. You ever get over there, you'll be lost. And it doesn't take long to spend $80 to get free shipping. That's why I have this one. I knew I was going to need one more backing, and I'll make the quilt fit that. I will make the quilt fit it. But I would like to tilt a whirl. But I would like to thank everybody for following and with all my glitzes I have. It started out good, and then it went. Second one didn't last very long. I typed, I disappeared. I don't even know if I want to type on this one right now. But I just want to thank everybody for showing up and following. This one here is snoring pretty loud. I don't know if you can hear her, because she's congested. But she's definitely comfortable. Yeah. She's getting more vocal. But thank you, everybody. I'll be back next Tuesday. Don't know what I'll be doing, but we will be here. Might have, I hope not to have many more takes, but thank you all for coming over. And grab some scraps and make this block. Bye, everybody.